title of this coaching call today was based on love them or hate them, the Los Angeles Dodgers. Okay. And the reason why I'm using the Los Angeles Dodgers is because there is no denying that their systems are in place. No denying it. On the years that they were the worst in the league, or at least halfway down in the league, not doing good, and this is multiple years in a row, they still got into the playoffs somehow because they know how to put the systems in place. Now, there's this amazing guy, and he's a Christian man. He's awesome. His name is Dave Roberts, and he's the coach, the manager of the Dodgers. And they've got some players that just truly believe in the concept, truly believe in it. I'm going to show you something, and this, if you guys get access to Real Producers Magazine, you'll actually see this. This is my, let me do this real quick. 1 second. Okay. This is going to be this is the actual magazine article that's going to be coming out in Real Producers Magazine in my coaching segment that I do. Let me zoom in a little bit on it. And so that's why I'm using this as the title for today's coaching call. This is this goes back to, so just, I don't know if you saw this episode or not, but there's a television show they do on Spectrum, and it's called Backstage Dodgers. This particular episode was called Spring Training Begins. Okay. It's a great episode, but I'm telling you, there's so much in here that will help you in your daily business. It's just crazy. There's a ton in here that'll help in your daily business. So kind of, if you didn't see it, I'll kind of paint the picture for you. Mookie Betts and Dave Roberts are standing at the back of a batting cage. Okay. And they're getting ready to, they're just sitting there talking about the team. This is like spring training. It's just getting started. And they're talking about the team. And it says here, Dave Roberts, the manager, was having a conversation with his players about what they play for. Okay. What they play for. In one moment, the message was not really about batting practice or drills or anything like that. It was about something bigger. It was about a purpose. It was about understanding the reason behind the daily work. That was a conversation between Dave Roberts and Mookie Betts, and he's a he's one of their top players, Mookie. He's definitely going to be a Hall of Famer. He's definitely getting in the Hall of Fame. And so they're just kind of sitting there, and they're kind of, because there's a guy batting, and so they're trying not to be in disrupt him batting in the batting cage. So they're just talking. They're like, hey, it's totally about our purpose. We've got to have a purpose, a driving force in what we're doing out here. If we do, it's just going to be totally different. Like, we really just got to, the way we play, what we do, if we've got a purpose for it, a reason for it, a reason why we do the daily things, and then, it's just me. I mean, he's having this back and forth conversation. I'm just like, holy mackerel, I'm taking notes. This is good stuff. This is like what we do on a daily basis. What is our why? Why do we do this? Why are we selling real estate? Why are we getting in these hard conversations? Why are we getting these buyers that, and spending time with them out showing houses just to have them not devote to us and go buy a new construction without us? Why are we doing this and putting ourselves through this difficult stuff? There's got to be a why. And you've got to know your why. Is it your family? Is it your kids? Is it that you want to show your kids what hard work really looks like? This morning, and there's a few people on this call from our team, I asked the question. Actually, I pulled the question from the internet, and I said, what was your very first job, and what did you learn from it? And it was just an icebreaker question, right? And I said, what is your first job? What did you learn from it? And there were so many good responses. Those of you that are on here that responded, thank you for doing it. Thank you for playing my games. But there's so much to what we learned in life, what we've gone through in life. What did we learn from that first job? Most everyone said it was the hard work. And some of them that were like me started at a young age. I was starting at 10 years old with my dad. He's an electrician, and I'd go to work with them and I'd help them dig trenches. And I learned that I did not want to dig trenches for a living. Okay. I wanted to be a businessman is what I told my dad. And he was like, well, do it. You can do anything. He told me you can do anything you want in life. Just do it. And I did it. I became a businessman. I love being in business, but more importantly, the business I run is that my why is I love helping people. I really love to see the results. I love helping you guys. That's why I continuously do this for free. I won't be able to do this for free forever, but I continue to do these coaching calls each and every week on Wednesday, same time, same place. I devote my time here. I don't get paid to do this. I do it because I enjoy to see the success in you. That's my why. And choose your own. Enjoy to see your kids smile, when they come home and your hard work. You had a rough day, but you know what? You get to go home to those kids at night and get to spend time with them. Your parents, maybe you go home to parents that are just loving parents and give you, so much support in your life. What is your big why? Why are you choosing to do this in life? It's a true thing. You've heard the big why before. Simon Sinek has an amazing book called Start With Why. And it's an amazing book that has been used for business after business after business after business. He is just an amazing public speaker. He is an amazing author. And that book, if you haven't seen it, read it. Start With Why. It's a huge, huge deal. It's very big. And if you know your why, just like Dave Roberts and Mookie Betts are talking about that, you have a purpose for doing it. Your game's going to change really, really fast. All right, the second scene that it shifts over to is Dave Roberts is in the locker room and he's talking with the whole team, and it's preseason, right? They're just getting spring training. They're just getting started, just getting going in this new team. A lot of new players are in there, a lot of old ones. He's talking about them here and there and there. And he's just having these conversations about it. And he's talking about the focus. So think about this. If you step up the bat and you're not prepared for the pitches that are coming, you haven't researched the pitcher, you haven't looked it up, you haven't seen anything about it, you don't know what kind of pitches he's going to throw at you, whether they're curveballs, sliders, you name it, fastballs, four seamers, you don't know. And if you don't know what those are, that's okay. You don't know what kind of pitch is coming to you. It's going to show in your results. If you're not prepared, it's going to show in your results. Your results that you're going to show is that you're going to either be behind the swing, the ball is going to go right past you and you're going to miss. You're going to be ahead of the swing because you don't know what kind of pitches he shows. If you're out in the field playing the sport and the ball's coming to you and you weren't ready and in ready position for that ball to come to you, like in baseball in high school and in Pop Warner and all that stuff that we had. No, that's football. In T-ball, Little League, they taught you to be ready when the ball comes. If you're that Little League player out there picking flowers and chasing the bees around, you're not going to be prepared when the ball comes to you. Forward this over to business, guys. Think about the business. Think about being in the zone and being ready. For those of you at Homes of Idaho, about 2 years ago, I got on stage at the end of the year get together. It was a lot of fun. It was a blessing that I got to do that. And I actually, this was my slideshow from that.
Because I've been trying to, but I never get quite there. I want you to try to explain people what is being on the zone, because every time you step on that plate, bro, it was like something happened before it happened.
Yeah. I wish I could explain the zone. I really do. But you just get into one of those zones where everything seems to slow down just enough. You're swinging at the right pitches. You're taking the balls. Just like before I got that hit, you foul off the pitches that you need to foul off. That's the big thing, is it's buying another pitch. And that changeup I fouled off before I got the hit, that's what it was about. That sometimes is the zone, is to just get another pitch. You foul off the pitcher's pitch, and I was able to take them, foul off pitches, and hit the mistakes of the series.
Well, I tell you what, I'm going to give you just a little bit of advice. Going into next season, sprain your ankle right before opening.
It's, being in the zone. What is that for you? What is being in the zone? We've talked about the importance. Last week on our coaching call, we talked about the importance of having the stop sign on your door so that people don't bother you. What does that stop sign really mean, though? It's a light switch that puts you in the zone for you to get in the zone each day and prepare yourself for today's challenges so that you're prepared for it ahead of time. Just think about that. If you're not prepared, you're not going to be ready and you're going to have a bad day. How can I make sure I have a good day today? I got to be prepared. So if I'm choosing to lead generate and you're making that choice to lead generate to advance your business, one, do it. Number two, If you're choosing to do it in a way that you know you're going to stick to it. The stop sign is a great way. If you got kids, if you've got family and you're unable to like shut it off, choose when they take naps, whatever it might work, but you've got to choose your time to get into the zone and do it. I like the stop sign effect, right? It's like, okay, the stop sign is now on. It's like I'm open for business right now. It's like I just put my open sign out front. But I'm not open for people to come in and bug me. I'm open for me to now make the calls to get prepared for the day, to do what I need to do to be able to be the best I can be today for my job in my own career. It's an important thing. It's very important. What I'm going to give you today, and this is the content stuff I'm going to give you, is I'm going to give you a challenge. Okay. And whatever it is you do in life needs to be fun. Okay. Needs to be fun. Need to be fun. Needs to be enjoyable. Needs to be something that you enjoy to do. And this is a courtesy of Icenhower Coaching and Consulting. This is a little challenge. It's a little a game that you can play this week. It starts today. You've got to start today. If it doesn't start today, it doesn't work. For those of you, now this is the accountability piece, typically coaching, this type of coaching where group coaching doesn't work. You can do it if you want to do it. And I'm going to tell you this, whenever I say that, a lot of people just don't do it. They don't do it. They just don't do it. Why? Because nobody's actually holding them accountable. Because I'm not saying, hey, you and I are coaching one-on-one. I want you to turn this in. It needs to be in my inbox by next week, or you're no longer going to get to coach with me anymore. If I said that, you'd be like, oh, shoot, I'm about ready to get fired from a coach that I'm paying for, right? That's coaching. A good coach is going to do that. Don't waste my time. I'm coaching. So here's the deal. You can choose to do it if you want to do it. And it's up to you to either succeed or fail in what you choose to do. It's up to you. I'm going to make it easy for you, though, and fun. All right. So this week, if you want to do this, the points wins. You got to turn this into me on Wednesday morning next week. And it's got to have your name on it. It's got to have, you can put the date on it. And it's got to have the points written in here. And you got to be true to it. You got to be true to it. There's some things in here that are easy. It's easy to get points. And then there's things in here that are a little harder. That's going to force you to do certain things that are going to get you uncomfortable, but it's going to be so much fun and it'll get you bigger points. Okay. Number one, your daily ABIs. Start with gratitude. Okay. ABI is activity-based indicator, by the way. Start with a gratitude, a workout, a prayer, meditation. Now, this is where a lot of people struggle because they're like, well, I get up in the morning, I'm busy. I got my kids. I got to get them ready for school. I got to do this, got to do that. And guess what? I do too. I'm the one that gets my daughter up, ready for school in the morning, get her going. My wife helps me a ton. She does the afternoon. She picks her up from school, but I like to get up early. I'm an early guy. I don't love it, but I do it. I don't like to get up early. I just get up early. So I get her up and get her going. This week she's on vacation, Christmas vacation. She's on vacation for summer vacation, but I got her in this golf camp. Okay, it's through Boise State. It's pretty cool through First Tee, and it's yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And so she has to be there at 9:00. So guess what? She gets to sleep in a little bit. Now I have the choice. I could get up at 7, which would be plenty of time to do, get her up, get her moving, leave out of the house by about 8:15 to get her over there by 9. Okay. Could easily happen. This morning I chose to get up at 6:30, 30 minutes earlier. Why did I choose that? Because I need to do my workout, my prayer. I need to do my stuff to get my mindset right and ready for the day. That's your choice. To either choose to get up earlier or not, to have that time for yourself before the kids wake up. It's your choice. It'll change your world if you do it. Get up early, do the things that you know you need to do that's going to get your mindset right and ready. And if you do, every day that you do it, you get 2 points. My suggestion is to write it in right here real small, 2 points. And you could put today's Wednesday, you could put a W, 2, okay? Tomorrow is Thursday. You can put a TH 2. Friday, TH 3. Saturday, yes, Saturday. It's typically a work day for an agent. 2. Monday, 2. Tuesday, 2. Wednesday, 2. And just fill this all out right here and then add it up. Make it small enough that you can fit it in that box. Day 2, start work on time. Remember, we talked a second ago about this. It's your choice to start on time or not. You're a self-employed person. You're the boss of you. And you can choose to start on time or you can choose to not start on time. That's your choice. Okay. Starting on time, what does that look like for you? Now, I did this thing with my wife this morning. And the reason why I give 5 minutes for people to kind of get in here and get started is because unfortunately agents fail in that. This is a paired app I do with her every day. And what it does, it asks us a question and we have to answer it about the other. And this morning's question wasn't about her or me, but it was to get us both thinking and talking to each other. What's something that's a deal breaker when it comes to friendships and something that's annoying, but you can tolerate it? What's a deal breaker for me? Untrustworthy is a deal breaker. If I trust you, if you trust me, we're really close friends. If I can't trust you because you say you're going to do something, but you just don't do it, or you do the opposite that you committed to do, it's kind of hard for me to trust that we can continue this type of partnership or type of relationship or type of friendship. Trustworthy is huge for me. That should be huge for you too. Trustworthy. And manipulation is also a deal breaker for me. That, you choose to set the boundaries in your life, what you can tolerate. For me, it's manipulation. It's a deal breaker. Don't try to manipulate me. Don't try to manipulate my family, my friends, or anything like that. It's just I can see it. Retired cop of me. I don't know. I can see the manipulation. Um, as much as it's annoying, though, as much as it's annoying, it's not the people that are on time. It's the people that are on time. If you're late, it's annoying, but I can tolerate it. Okay, I can tolerate it. I like people to be on time, start on time. Let's get going. To me, if you're not 15 minutes early to work, you're late. That's a true statement. You hold your own standard. What time are you starting work today? Show up early, 5 minutes early. Don't annoy people like me. Show up 5 minutes early, be ready for the day, for the work job, for what you have going. Be ready. Get to work. It's an important thing. Get to work. Start on time. Okay. That's a big one. If you start on time and follow your morning schedule by respecting all your time blocks, remember time blocking. You've got your calendar set. It's your boss. It's your time card. Put you to work. Respect all your time blocks in your daily calendar. You get 2 points for every day you do that. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. That's 14 potential points for a 7-day work week. Complete the 10-10-5. Do you not know what 10-10-5 is? If you don't, that's another coaching call. You can actually get on my YouTube channel, The Trusted Agent or Trusted Broker. Trusted Broker, you can get on there. I'll put the link in here. You can watch the old one, but I'll explain it a little bit right now. 10-10-5 is 10 hearts, emojis. I don't suggest the thumbs up. Facebook knows the algorithm thumbs up is just, that's not really you. Not really you engaging with that person. The goal with 10-10-5 is to get your social media people in your social media to engage in you. Basically becomes married. Okay. Becomes married. And to do that, you got to do certain steps with people. And for you as a business owner, you should know how to use Facebook like a business platform, like another CRM. So 10 likes, loves, emojis. Don't just do the heart or don't just do the thumbs up. Do the heart, do the squeezy, I care about you. Do the crying face, laughing face, stuff like that. If you go out of your way to do that, Facebook recognizes it. Okay. That's that. All right. So that is a 10. The second 10 is a comment. Happy birthday. Go through your birthdays. Tell everyone happy birthday for the day. Tell the ones you forgot yesterday, happy belated birthday. Actually comment on them. The more you comment on somebody's pages, someone else's Facebook, the more Facebook's going to recognize you guys are friends. And now, guess what? They're going to see your post, Carla, when you're walking through the house doing your fun dancing stuff that we all love to see. The only way the people in your Facebook are going to see that, though, Right now, the only people that are seeing it, if you don't do this, the only people are seeing it are the ones that you engage with all the time, which are probably a bunch of realtors, unfortunately. You got to go in there, find your SOI every day, spend time doing the 10-10-5 to people that are not realtors. That's 10 hearts, find 10 people to do hearts, emojis, whatever it is. That's 10 people to comment on there. Happy birthday. I'm sorry for your loss. Congratulations on the new baby. Congratulations on the wedding. Something like that. It's commenting on them multiple times. Now Facebook recognizes your friends, and now they're going to see your stuff that you're posting. That's how it happens. Facebook connects people based on your engagement. You probably have a lot of friends in there, you never see their posts, and they are posting. You just don't see them. Why? Because you don't comment on theirs, because you don't engage in theirs. So 10-10-5 forces you to engage with people you wouldn't typically engage with. That way they see your stuff. 5, 10-10-5. 5 direct messages on to their, through Messenger with saying, hey, I saw the baby born. Congratulations. How have you been? Great. And then they're going to turn around and respond to you. How have you been? Oh, I've been doing good selling real estate now. I've been doing really well in it. I've got a great team I'm working with, great brokerage I'm working with. It's just been so much fun. Oh, that's all. And then you say, how about you? You got to say that. How about you? How have you been? And then you don't want to just end on that because they won't talk to you anymore. You got to respond with another question. How have you been? Obviously, the family's growing. So I just plugged my business and now I'm asking them how they're doing. And I noticed your family's growing. Are you still working at the same job? What did I do? I plugged my business. Now I'm continuing the conversation. That is part of the 5. You can find 5 people a day to do that too. Or, really cool thing, how good does it make you feel when you share something important in their life? Or when somebody shares something important in your life? How good does that feel? Feels really good, right? You just closed escrow on a new deal and somebody shares it. You don't see that very often, but when somebody does it, it means a lot. Something important in your family, someone shares it and comments on it, it means a lot. So if you do 10-10-5 and the 5 is either direct message or share something important in someone's life, it's very impactful. Okay, very impactful. So you do that every day. Okay, every day you're getting in there and you're doing 10-10-5. Guess what? If you do it every day, you get a point, 2 points per day that you do it. All right, make all inventory pipeline lead follow-up calls. Now, we talked about pipelines 2 weeks ago. If you missed that one, go back and find it. It's on the YouTube page. Also, if you're not on the coaching platform, on the weekly mailers, I send it out every Monday. You would have gotten it this Monday, and you can rewatch it 2 Mondays ago. So doing the pipeline was about, we've got a pipeline of people that you're working with that are warm. They're either warm or hot, and some of them may not be. They're a little lower. You've got to do your pipeline follow-ups. I like to use the if it is a I like to use what it is. Let's see, if it is an A buyer, there we go. An A buyer or an A seller, they're the hottest leads in my pipeline. They're the ones that are going to either, I'm out showing houses to, I'm going to close escrow soon. Those are important leads, okay? B buyers, B sellers are probably a month out. I need to call them at least once a week, if not every other week. C buyers are probably 6 months to a year out. I'm going to call them at least once a month, okay? At least once a month and check in with them, maybe no more. Because what happens if you go any longer than once a month? They're going to walk into new construction. You just lost them. It happens all the time. And so you got to continue to call your pipeline. That's important. If it's a D buyer or seller, it's probably more like an SOI where you want to do at least 2 phone calls and text messages per year to check in with them, see how they're doing. That's how you contact your SOI database. You have them on monthly mailers that go out or weekly mailers, emails that go out. You have them set up on systems in your CRM. That's a D buyer. Some people say twice a year. I say no more than 3 months, 3 months max. I suggest a month. Don't let anything go by without touching your database or your pipeline. But that's how I break mine down. That's how I would suggest you break yours down. Choose yours down and choose to do it how you want to do it. If you make all your inventory pipelines, guess what? You get 3 points because people fail in that all the time. You get more points for it. It's a big one. It's probably the biggest one in your business that most agents will fail on. Okay. If you make 5 SOI calls every day, you get 3 points per day that you do it. 5 SOI, sphere of influence. Okay, sphere of influence. Let's see. If you host an open house, you get 7 points. Why 7? Because people say, oh, they don't work. Yes, they do. You just don't do enough of them. How many people don't go into the boutique downtown? Very few, 1 or 2. They're just window shoppers. They go in a day, but the one that buys typically tells everyone about how cute it was and amazing it was. Okay. You got to open your storefront. You've got to put some signs out front, drive traffic in there, but you've got to do it the right way where you got to door knock it and get to know people in the neighborhood, invite the neighbors to it, invite your SOI to it. That's how a good, successful open house works. If you do one, you get 7 points for every one you host per open house hosted. Now, conduct an annual property analysis with your sphere of influence. What is that? That's where you call your sphere of influence or anyone you know that owns a house and say, hey, I'm doing some annual property analysis this week, just telling people how much they've made on their house so far, how much money you've made on your house. I have one for you. I just wanted to see if you have a few minutes, I can kind of go over it to you. I'm going to email it to you as well. And then we just talk for about 5-10 minutes about how much money you've made on it, how the economy's doing, how the state's doing, how the county's doing, how the city's doing, and how their neighborhood is doing. That is exactly the order. And that's something that you can do whether you're a lender or an agent. Okay. And that gives you 7 points per face-to-face or Zoom meeting that you do with them. Can't just have it on the phone. You've got to do a Zoom or face-to-face. That's 7 points. Create a post, a social media post. Post 3 personal posts and 1 business post per week. Remember we talked about the 10-10-5? Now we're structuring our posts, 3 personal posts, 1 business post. Okay. And that's how you get people to engage. You may not get any comments on that business post per week, but you get tons of comments on the personal posts. That means they're seeing the business post. They're just not as engaged in it as those, but that's your commercial of your television program. This is your television program, the personal posts. And you have 1 commercial you throw in there once per week. So if you do that, you get 7 posts. If you do all 4 posts this next week. Now, Player's Choice Award. I love it. Player Choice Award. It's like an awards banquet. Player Choice category. Contact and speak with 20 SOI members in 1 day. You should be doing that anyway. But if you do it, you get 10 points. Use a video to send a message to someone or share property information. Hey, just wanted to wish you a happy birthday. I hope you have a good birthday today. And just know I'm thinking about you today. Send it. You get 10 points for every one you do. Okay. Or you share property information. Hey, I'm walking through this property. I know you were looking a while back. I just wanted to show it to you. Check out this kitchen. It's really cool. Bam, send it to them. You get 10 points. Conduct a buyer consultation appointment and get buyer's exclusive agency agreement signed. That's a big one. Get 10 points. 5 Google reviews in 1 single week. Big fail that a lot of agents do. Google is huge. It's a big monster. It owns YouTube. It owns all these different things. They're going to be hard to ever knock off their pedestal. So definitely get in there and do some Google reviews. Ask people for reviews. See how many you can do. I was in my B&I group last week. We got a guy in there that's a great painter. If you need him, I got an excellent paper, Sasquatch Painting, Chris Saban. And he just started his own painting business. He announced that he officially got, I think he's done 36 jobs and he got 20 Google reviews out of those 36 so far. He understands the importance of Google reviews and he's killing it with the Google reviews. Get a video testimonial from a client. How many of you guys do that? I've done it. It's a good one. Get a video testimonial. If you go on my Zillow, you'll see a video in there. And in that video, I actually have video testimonials from people I've worked with. Put an offer under contract, you get 10 points.